Today's video is sponsored by Pouch, a free desktop browser extension which saves you time and money when you shop online.
I think it's time I give you guys a tour of my Ford Galaxy micro camper. Yes guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to today's video. I thought it was about time that I gave you guys a full tour and explanation video of how I converted my Ford Galaxy into some kind of stealthy micro camper. If you've been watching the channel for a while, then you will know that I have done many nights sleeping in this car in supermarkets, in the forests, to a variety of different locations in London, and a lot of people have been asking me to make this video, so today I'm going to share everything with you. So let's not waste any more time and let's jump into it. One of the biggest questions and things that people have asked me is about this chair, and the reason for that is because this is actually a swivel seat, also known as a captain's chair. As you can see, the chair swivels around 180 degrees, and to be honest with you, the first 2 months of actually having this car, I had no idea that the chair did this. And I'm sure you can imagine my excitement one day when I pulled up this lever and realised the chair spins. I was absolutely amazed, as now it makes the car feel so much bigger, especially in the back. In terms of the driver's seat, it does also swivel exactly the same as the passenger one, but because of the bed, obviously I can't swivel it. So the next thing that I want to talk about and share with you guys is all about the power and the electricity, because a lot of you don't actually know that yes, I do have a leisure battery inside. So for any of you that are wondering, that are new to this whole camper van life stuff, to get power into your car, it's best to have a second car battery, or as they call it nowadays, a leisure battery. And you wire this up using a kit called a split charge relay, which is what I'm about to show you. It came with a wiring diagram, which was so handy for me because obviously you just follow the diagram and then it's very easy to install. I had to do a bit of digging and finding to try and find a hole where I could feed this cable through to get into the main area of the car. The cable that I just showed you runs inside the trimming here, past the passenger seat, underneath here, and then as you can see, pops out here, and then comes up on the other side, and I've just tacked it to the underside of the bed, and then this is the actual split charge relay. I did decide to run the split charge relay to this isolator switch just so that I could fully isolate the battery so I don't drain it when I'm not using it. So my lights run off 12 volt USB sockets from this cigarette lighter adapter, and it has 3 cigarette lighter adapters and then 4 USB sockets. It also tells you the voltage of the leisure battery. I think the leisure battery that I have is 110 or 120 amp Superbat, link in the description for all of the things that I mentioned in this video. One of the best things for me by far having this system is that I can now charge my laptop when I'm on the road. This brings me on now to today's video sponsor.
A lot of you watching will know it's safe to say that I've had a fair few problems with this car. From flat batteries, a jump starter kit that wouldn't work.
My jump start battery isn't working.
My headlamp bulbs were also out and now they make some weird noise even though I've replaced them. So today's video sponsor is now going to be able to make me and you save money when we do our online shopping.
Pouch is a free desktop browser extension which saves you time and money when you shop online. So if you're anything like me, then you'll love saving money. What Pouch does is automatically find and apply the best discount codes at checkout when you're shopping online. Pouch works on over 3,000 UK websites like Euro Car Parts, eBay and loads more. This is more than any other browser extension in the UK, and seeing as 60% of you guys watching are from the UK,
yes,
I would recommend you download it and give it a try. All you have to do is click on the link in the description, and then you'll be sent over to a nice smiley face of myself Download the pouch extension, pin it to the top of your browser, and it's that simple. You're now on your way to making some savings. So I'm going to head over to Euro Car Parts, pick up myself some new bits and bobs for the car, and I'll show you exactly how pouch works. I'm going to add this new Lion car battery, some new headlamp bulbs because mine are definitely faulty, and for good luck, some new wiper blades. Once I go to the checkout, you will see that pouch automatically pops up telling me that there are discounts available. As you can see, the total cost is £178.37, but I'll click apply discount and let pouch work its magic, baby. Once that's processed, and bam, I've saved myself a whopping 44% off. It's that simple, that easy, and really a no-brainer. So make sure you click the link in the description, download it, and give it a try for yourself. If you're an OG of the channel and you've been watching these stealth car camping adventures for quite some time, then you will know I didn't always have a single bed inside. When I initially converted this car into a micro camper, I first of all had a double bed in here, which I thought at the time was going to be super duper comfortable and it would just be the best layout and the best way to have it. But before long I got sick and tired of having to get out the car to access things underneath the bed and to the side, so I simply converted it into a single bed and it worked so much better. The bed is actually a very, very simple design. There's nothing complex or complicated about it because my carpentry skills or my craftsmanship skills are diabolical. I'm out of my comfort zone here because I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing when it comes to woodwork and measuring and cutting. I made a very simple squared single bed frame and then simply just got some old bed slats and screwed them on top. And if you're wondering why there's so many, it's because the bed does actually pull out into a double, well, a double, for when I do want to go on a trip with two people. Loads of people have asked me why did I turn it from a double bed into a single bed, and it was simply just so I could have a bit more space to move up and down. So when the weather was cold or it was raining and wet, I wouldn't always have to get outside of the car to get things. Now everything can pretty much be done inside and I'm safe and sound away from all the elements. So as you can see, I have 3 of these storage boxes. I have the third one along clipped on with a bungee cord because this one tends to slide out. In this first one I keep pretty much all of my food. Obviously there's not a huge amount of space, so when I'm doing a few nights in the car I usually stock up, chuck everything in here, and then I'm good to go. I've got some vegetable soup which has probably been in here a couple of months. I've not used that. I've got some mayonnaise, some ketchup, some chopped garlic, some oil, some hot chocolate, and of course some baked beans. In this second one along, here is all my cooking utensils and kitchen stuff. Chopping board, colander or drainer, whatever you call it. And then I've got these bowls. I've got a really sharp knife, which is great. And the thing that I love about this knife as well is that inside here, it also has a sharpening mechanism so that I can sharpen it on the road. Somebody did mention in one of my videos that if the police found me in here with a knife, then I could be in big trouble. But I can assure you it's only for cutting chicken and vegetables. In this third one, I just keep kind of miscellaneous things. Got my jet boil. I've got my gas for my cooking stove. At the moment, I've just got some gloves. This, ignore that. That might be for a future video, just to stay warm. And of course, some beloved toilet paper, because you always need that. At the back here, we've got my sleeping bag, which is absolutely huge. It's ridiculous. I definitely do not need a sleeping bag that big. I'm just yet to invest in one, but this is what I always use at night to stay warm and to sleep in. The next thing we have underneath the bed is a portable Karcher jet wash, which they sent to me, but I haven't used it yet, so when I have, I will let you guys know, because that is an awesome thing to have on the road. And I'm also thinking that I could actually potentially use this to have a shower, but more on that in a future video. If we go around to the back of the car, I literally just store some towels. This is a foldable washing basin. And then of course I have my trusted, most favorite item, the window condensation vacuum. On the other side of the car, this is where I keep my pots and my pans, and also some water bottles, just so that, you know, I don't run out when I'm on the road. So usually when I go out, I'll fill this up, and that's plenty of water that I need for my trip. Loads of people have asked me before, how do I cover up all of my windows so that nobody can look inside? So down here in this storage for the door, I actually made some bespoke, if that's what you can call it, curtains for the 2 side windows. So these curtains are just blackout material which I got from IKEA. All I did was glue on some Velcro to one side of the curtain and then also stuck the other side of the Velcro onto the top of the window. So it just sticks on like so, around the edges, and then one down here. I cut out a little hole so I could see the door handle, so I wasn't having to, you know, try and find it in the night. And then when I close this door, I just tuck it round the back here, and yeah, it does the job. For the back window, I bought myself some insulation foil, cut out the shape that it needed to be, put this blackout material on both sides, and then some more Velcro so again that it would stick to the window, and then that's that, job done. In terms of covering up the front cab, I don't actually have any covers for the side windows or the windscreen because all I do when I'm about to cook or go to bed, I have a bit of bamboo up here and again some blackout material. You just pull it across like so, and then the same on that side, and it works very, very well. At the end of my bed I have a portable gas stove. All I do is put that on top of my bed, and loads of people in the comments went mental when they first saw me cooking. Order up, chef! Order up! Got my cooking chef hat on. Happy days. Because they thought I was going to set alight to the place and kill myself. Shit, not again, shit. Christ. But now, just for a safety measure, I've got this metal tray which I put underneath the stove so that the mattress doesn't catch alight and the car doesn't burn down. How do you like your eggs in the morning? I combine with a kiss. Oh yeah. For even more safety measures, I have this very dodgy, toy-looking fire extinguisher. To be honest with you, I don't know if that would do a huge amount if this place did go up in flames. People always say, oh, it must absolutely stink in here. And for me, personally, I don't think it does smell. I've had friends and people in here after I've stealth camped or been in here, and they can't notice any smells. One of the biggest issues that I found when I'm sleeping in here is, of course, condensation. What I've done recently to try and overcome and minimize the amount of condensation that happens inside here from me breathing inside the car all night is installed these window visors. This basically just enables me to put down all 4 windows a couple of inches just so I can get a little bit of airflow coming in and out the car. A few other things which I have, which I haven't showed you yet, is a hot water bottle. I'm yet to use this one, but when it does get cold, I'll fill that up and that should keep me warm. I do have a fire blanket as well, just in case things go tits up and the place goes on fire. I can hopefully just chuck that over and it might protect me a bit. I also recently have a pee bottle. However, somebody said to me that maybe a fabric empty bottle is better to pee in because this hole, it's not the biggest. So the last thing that I want to talk about and mention is, of course, heating. If you've been watching some of my stealth camps recently, then you will know it's been bloody freezing here in the UK, and trying to stay warm at night, sleeping in here, hasn't been the best situation. Look how cold it is. Apparently it's going to drop down to about -2 tonight. I've tried a few different methods. I've literally had my gas stove running while I'm sleeping, which is not a great idea because I'm almost certain that I gave myself mild carbon monoxide poisoning. I've also tried a few different methods, but when the temperature does drop, there's not a massive amount that I can do. I have actually purchased and bought myself a diesel heater, and I'm considering installing this into here. However, a lot of people have told me that a 2 kilowatt or a 5 kilowatt heater will literally mean that when I turn it on, I'll be sitting here naked because it'll be getting that hot. It's funny because last week in the UK it was so cold. However, now this week, as you can see, the sun is out and it's something around 15-16 degrees. So staying in here at night at that temperature is absolutely fine. When it gets down to the 0 or the minuses, that's when things get a bit nippy. On top of the car, I have this roof box, which is great just for extra storage. I don't have a huge amount in there at the moment. When the weather is as beautiful as it is today, I can actually cook outside, which makes a big difference. I'll put some clips on the screen, but I have this wooden platform which goes across the back here, and you know, I can just cook outside, which is so much better because it stops any moisture or steam staying inside and potentially creating some mold on the top of the ceiling. So guys, that is the Ford Galaxy micro camper setup. As you can see, It is very simple, it is very DIY, but for me it covers all of the needs and the requirements that I have at the moment. If you guys want to see how the car actually works in terms of me going out stealth camping or going on a road trip or adventure, then go and check out some of my previous videos because I've got loads of them showing you exactly how everything works. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel, as plenty more videos and adventures to share with you. Make sure that you guys go and check out today's video sponsor, Pouch, and as always, I'll catch you in the next video.